Dynamic segments are groups of contacts created using predefined criteria. These segments automatically update in real time, reflecting changes in contacts' actions or data within SendPulse tools. Go to Automation Segmentation and click Add Segment. Select a trigger, an event that automatically adds a contact to a segment. You can use triggers from various SendPulse tools. Select multiple triggers for one segment, and when at least one of them activates, a contact will be added to your segment. Email triggers, variable value updated. Tracks contact variable value updates in your mailing list. Select a mailing list and variable from the drop-down menu on the right. Added to the mailing list, tracks new contacts on your mailing list. Select a mailing list from the drop-down menu. Campaign received. Tracks all recipients of your selected email campaigns. Select any from the drop-down list to track recipients of all email campaigns, or select a specific campaign. Campaign opened tracks recipients who opened an email campaign. Select any from the drop-down list to track the opens of all campaigns. Chatbots trigger. Select the contact has been added to the chatbot audience trigger to track new chatbot subscribers. On the right, select a chatbot from the drop-down list. CRM trigger. Select the CRM tag added trigger to track contacts with CRM tags. On the right, select a CRM tag from the drop-down list. Courses trigger. Contact has been added to the course. Track students who signed up for your course. Course completed. Track students who completed your course. On the right, select any from the drop-down list to track students across all courses, or select a specific course. Automation trigger. Flow message received. Tracks all flow recipients in the automation section. Flow message opened. Tracks all recipients who opened a flow message. Add a filter. Filters in dynamic segments can add more criteria to facilitate in-depth segmentation. In the filter block, select a contact search criterion from the drop-down list and configure it. Email address. Tracks email addresses that meet the condition. Email address domain part. Tracks email address parts following the @ sign. Email address local part. Tracks email address parts preceding the @ sign. Email address presence in mailing list. Tracks whether a contact is in your mailing list. No received campaigns. Tracks contacts that did not receive your campaigns. No opened campaigns. Tracks contacts that received but did not open your campaigns. CRM tag. Tracks contacts with assigned CRM tags. In the next field, select a tag. Email service tag. Tracks contact tags. In the next field, select a tag. Variable. Tracks contact variable values. Course completed. Tracks whether contacts completed your course. Campaign opened. Tracks whether contacts opened your campaign. Campaign received. Tracks whether contacts received your campaign. To enhance your search for matches between contact data and customized filter values, you can apply the following criteria: equal, not equal, starts with, ends with, and date, available in the campaign received and campaign opened filters. If you add multiple filter conditions, you can link them using any, tracks whether one of the filter criteria is met, and all, tracks whether all filter criteria are met, operators. You can also group filters and their criteria using the and or operators. Click Next. Map your variables. New variables will be created in your segment to synchronize variable data across SendPulse tools. Click Add Mapping Rule. In the segment variable column, enter the value that will merge other variables. In the dynamic condition variable column, select the variables from different sections you want to merge. Click Save. You can use the created segment as an automated flow trigger or manage your segments. How to manage dynamic segments. Click the pencil icon to edit your segment name. In the modal window, type in a new name and click Save. To change the current segment conditions, click Edit. In the Open section, you can configure triggers, filters, and data mapping rules. Save your changes. To create a segment using an existing one, click the three dots and select Copy. In the Open section, you can configure conditions, filters, and variable mapping rules. Save the settings to create your segment. To delete a segment and all its data, click the three dots and select Delete. Confirm the action in the modal window.